Looking live at Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. It's the Raiders and the Seahawks. Welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. In the rain in the Pacific Northwest, we're in Seattle. The 7-4 Raiders, the 6-5 Seahawks, and AFC West battle here for you today at Jammin' Sports. The Seahawks will get the ball first. We're underway, live from Seattle, Washington. Fielded by Turner at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25, 30, and Jim Turner out to the 33-yard line. That's where Seattle will have it, 1st and 10. Seahawks led by their quarterback, Dennis West, in his 3rd year out of Tennessee. First and 10 for Seattle as we're just underway in the rain here from Seattle. The Seahawks from their own 33-yard line. Seahawks come out in the I formation. Fastacks in the house. West to Gilbert. Taylor Gilbert makes his way out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. On the tackle, Marcus Robinson, number 25, in his 12th year out of Stanford. That's right, we have a just scored. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 39-yard line. In the I formation, West to Gilbert again. Terry Gilbert plows forward out to the 43-yard line. And that'll be enough. A 4-yard gain for the first down. It's too much of a pain in the butt. The microphone's too far away. I'm not as clear. First and 10 Seahawks from their own 43-yard line. West will hand off to Gilbert around the outside, and Terry Gilbert is going to lose a yard back to the 42-yard line. Marcus Robinson again on the tackle, number 25. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. I'm trying to see if these two teams have played this week or this season, and they have not. This is their first meeting of the year. 2nd and 11 from the 42-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. West will hand off to Gilbert. Terry Gilbert. His knee must have gone down at some point. Let's take a look at the Seahawk offense. Up front, Willis, Parks, Haynes, Moffitt, and Carpenter. And then it's Reed, Whitney, Gilbert, Jones, and Gaines. A gain of 2 will be 3rd and 8. Actually, a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 45-yard line. Dennis West in the shotgun. West will drop back. Looks downfield, throws deep. He's got a man wide open. John Gaines, touchdown, Seattle. A 55-yard touchdown catch by John Gaines, the 4th-year receiver out of Oklahoma State. And the Seahawks, on a long pass, score the game's first touchdown. 55 yards. This is the first meeting of the season between these two. They will play again in Week 16 on the final week of the season. in Oakland. So the Seahawks take a 6-0 lead on the opening drive. Courtney McKeon will come on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Seahawks lead at 7-0. 5:59 left. All right, Fast Tag, hurry up. 5:59 left here in the first quarter. Live from Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington, Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Dakota Cochran will come on. He'll kick off for Seattle. The Raiders will get it for the first time, down 7-0. As the Seahawks score on the opening drive of the game. There's the kickoff by Cochran. Fielded by Peterson at the 7-yard line. Out over the 25 to the 29. The 7th-year back out of Illinois, Tyler Peterson. First down, Raiders from their own 29-yard line, down 7-0. Raiders led by their quarterback, Kevin Edwards, in his 9th year out of Army. He spent 1 year with the Browns, now in his 8th year with the Raiders. It'll be 1st and 10 Oakland at their own 29-yard line in the rain here in Seattle. On 1st and 10, Kevin Edwards under center. He's got Gibson in motion. Edwards, play action, looks downfield. He's going to get hit and sacked, but a flag is down. Jacob Green on the sack, number 79. That's going to be holding on the Raiders. Seattle will probably decline, take the down. Yep, they'll take the 8-yard loss and the down. It'll be 2nd and 11. So Seattle declines the penalty, and that makes it 2nd and 18. Back at the 22-yard line. Raiders come out. Edwards under center. Edwards fakes the handoff. Rolls out, throws back across. Incomplete. Let's take a look at the Raiders offense. Up front, Valdhere, Hayes, Durham, Walker, and Barletta. And then it's Harrison, Peterson, Chappell, Siegel, and Francesca. It'll be 3rd and 18 for the Raiders at their own 22-yard line. 5:37 remaining here in the first quarter. Seattle up 7-0. 5 receivers wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Edwards throws downfield. Incomplete. His receiver's out of bounds. The Raiders go 3 and out, and they're going to have to punt. Seattle gets a touchdown on their opening drive, and the Raiders have to punt on theirs. Danny White will come in to punt in his 15th year out of Arizona State. Gets the punt away. Fielded by Turner at the 22-yard line, and Jim Turner brings it out to the 38. First down, Seahawks. Davis in the house. Good to see you, Davis. If you missed it earlier today, my hockey regular season came to a close. We now know who's in the playoffs. It'll be the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Montreal Canadiens in the playoffs playing each other, and the LA Kings and the Chicago Blackhawks. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. West under center in the I formation. West will hand off to Gilbert around the outside. Terry Gilbert nearly broke it. Gets it out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 yards. Here's the Raiders defense. They play a 4-3. Sutton, Cripps, Washington, and Smith up front. The linebackers are Gray, Smith, and Porter. And the linebackers, secondary, Robinson, Viceroy, McCorkle, and Wheeler. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Raiders. Or for the Seahawks, I'm sorry. I'll get it right. At their own 43-yard line. Seattle up 7-0 here in the first quarter. West in the shotgun on 2nd down. They'll hand off to Gilbert up the middle. Terry Gilbert across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 9 yards and a Seattle first down. On the tackle, number 53, Russell Smith, in his 8th year out of Alabama. Davis wants the Blackhawks to win the Cup. Well, Chicago's the number 4 seed. They play the number 1 seed, LA Kings, who finished with the best record. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. In the I formation, West. He'll hand off to Gilbert. Gilbert up the middle again. Gilbert all the way down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 15 yards. The 3rd year back out of Texas, Terry Gilbert. First down, Seattle. Seahawks are already up 7-0. They're looking for more here in the first quarter. Four minutes and counting here in the first. West in the shotgun. West to Gilbert. Gilbert inside the 20. He's got another first down all the way down to the 18-yard line. Another 15-yard run by Terry Gilbert. Another Seahawk first down. It's not that they can't, Davis. It's that they won't. Because if they admit it and they bought it anyway, it makes them look bad. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. In the offset eye, West under center. West hands off to Whitney around the outside. And Whitney down to the 14-yard line. On the carry, Kyle Whitney, the 2nd year back out of Notre Dame. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. All those Ryan Moody things, you don't see it in Madden 19. I'm just saying. 2nd and 6 from the 14-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. West back to throw. Across the middle to Harper. And Jay Harper down to the 8-yard line. A gain of 5. That's going to bring up 3rd and inches. From the Raider 8-yard line. Marcus Robinson, number 25 on the tackle. Under 3 minutes left to play. Here in the first quarter, Seahawks up 7-0. Seattle about to go up by 2 scores. 4 receivers wide. West in the gun. West back. Looking. Rolls out. He's going to take off. And Dennis West down to the 1-yard line. He's a big, strong quarterback. He stands 6'4". A 7-yard run to be 1st and goal Seattle at the Raider 1-yard line. Here's the current standings in the AFC West. The Chargers at 9-3, the Chiefs and Raiders at 7-4, and Seattle at 6-5. That's why this is a big game for both the Raiders and the Seahawks. 1st and goal, Seattle from the Raider 1. West under center. Gains in motion. West drops back. Looks to the end zone. Rolls out. He's going to get hit and he fumbles. And the Raiders come up with it. Seattle comes up empty. The Raiders defense forces a fumble. Sam Watkins came in, the defensive tackle in his second year out of UNLV. He's the one that forced the fumble. And number 91 is who recovered it. Brandon Ryan, the rookie defensive end, is the one that recovered the fumble. The rookie out of Iowa State. There you go. People buy it, Davis, because it's the new game. They're addicted to having, they got to have the new game so they can impress people they don't like. What's up, Giants fan? How you doing? 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. West under center. Not West, Edwards, I'm sorry. Raiders have it 1st and 10. Edwards to Chappell up the middle, and Chappell out over the 20, out to the 24-yard line. A gain of 16 yards in a Raider first down. So I got Sports Davis and Giants fan in the house. Misty's here as well. First down Raiders. Seattle up 7-0 late here in the first quarter. In the rain in Seattle. How you doing, Giants fan? By the way, Giants fan, your Giants are doing really, really well with rookie quarterback William Rogers. Your Giants are tearing it up in the NFC. They're 9-3. In the I formation, Edwards under center. Edwards, play action, looking. Rolls out, throws deep. Siegel wide open into Seattle territory. Down to the 42-yard line. A 34-yard catch to Jason Siegel, the 7th-year tight end out of Tulsa. Fastak's back. I got 3 mods now in the room. That's great. I'm well protected. First down, Raiders into Seahawk territory. First and 10 from the 42-yard line. I have it for the PS4, or PS3, excuse me. First and 10 from the 42-yard line. Edwards under center. Edwards to Chappell, and Chappell makes his way down to the 36-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The 10th-year back out of Arkansas, John Chappell. On the tackle, number 28, Nick McCoy, the rookie out of Texas Tech. We're coming up on the end of the first quarter. Edwards to Chappell, and Chappell makes his way down to the 32-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3 yards. That's going to bring up 13 inches. Actually, Davis, I'm mistaken. I have NCAA 12. I have 12, not 14. I'm sorry. 13 inches. First quarter running down. And that's the end of the first quarter. Seattle's up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington, in the rain. Week number 12 here at Jammin' Sports, brought to you by Gatorade. We go to the second quarter. The Seahawks lead the Raiders 7-0. It'll be 13 inches for the Raiders at the Seahawk 32-yard line as we start the second quarter. Seattle was about to take a 2-touchdown lead, but then they fumbled it away. And now the Raiders have marched down the field to the Seahawk 32-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff inside, throws outside to Siegel. And Siegel's going to lose a yard back to the 33-yard line. On the tackle, number 28, Nick McCoy, the rookie out of Texas Tech. That'll bring up 4th and 1, and the Raiders are going to have to kick a field goal. The Raiders trying to stay a game behind the Chargers in the AFC West. If the Raiders lose, they'll fall 2 games back of the Chargers with 4 games to go. McCoy will come out. This will be from 50 yards in the rain. Alan McCoy. Kick is up, and I think the weather affected that one. It's no good. It remains a 7-0 ball game. 7:27 left to play here in the first half. Live from Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. I still use my NCAA 12 on the PS3, along with Madden 12. Madden 12, for my money, was the last really good Madden. 19 is good, but 12 is actually better. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Dennis West, the quarterback, in the shotgun for Seattle. Takes the snap, hands off to Gilbert. And Gilbert to the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. On the tackle, Robert Smith in his 12th year out of Oregon. I'm Jimmy Jam with a room full of mods. Fast Act, Sports Davis, Giants fan, all here. 2nd and 9 from the 42. West under center. West fakes the handoff inside. Looks downfield. He's going to throw it deep. And it's caught. No, incomplete. McCorkle nearly intercepted for the Raiders. Eldon McCorkle in his 4th year out of Syracuse. Brad Reed, the intended receiver for Seattle. The 9th year receiver out of Tennessee. The ball was a bit underthrown. McCorkle nearly picks it off. He should have had that. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Seahawks from their own 42-yard line. 6:50 left in the first half. West in the gun. West drops back. Looks downfield, looking, throws to the near side to Gilbert. Across midfield, Terry Gilbert breaks the tackle and gets out to the 43-yard line. A 15-yard gain. First down, Seahawks in Raider territory. 4:25 and counting here in the first half. Terry Gilbert, the 3rd year back out of Texas. He had a great rookie season. Went well over 1,000 yards. He had kind of a drop-off last year. First and 10 from the 43. West back to throw. Throws downfield. It's caught by Harper. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A 20-yard gain for Seattle down to the Raider 23-yard line. Jay Harper, the 5th year receiver out of Marshall University. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Giants fan, because they always build the college game off the Madden engine, but the Madden engine's broke. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. 4 receivers wide, West back. West throws outside to King, and King can't hold on. Incomplete. Broken up by Marcus Robinson, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Cyrus King, the intended receiver, number 85. That'll stop the clock. 5:59 left here in the first half. 2nd and 10, Seattle. 4 receivers wide. From the Raider 23, West in the shotgun. West will drop back, throws, gets it out to Jones underneath. And Jones out to the 16-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Rupert Jones, the tight end, in his 5th year out of Oklahoma, on the catch. .535 and counting here in the first half. 3rd and 3 for the Seahawks from the Raiders' 16. Gilbert goes out as a receiver. West looks downfield, throws underneath to Merrill, and Sean Merrill gets out to the 9-yard line. The 5th-year tight end out of Army. A gain of 7 yards in a Seattle first down. That'll move the chains. First down, Seahawks. On the tackle, number 58, Levi Gray, the 5th-year linebacker out of Nebraska. First and goal, Seattle at the 9-yard line. Coming up on the 5-minute mark here in the first half. Seattle up 7-0. Seahawks come out in the I formation. West to Gilbert around the outside, and Gilbert's in for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run by Terry Gilbert, and the Seahawks go up 13-0. Out to a 2-score lead. The 3rd-year back out of Texas, Terry Gilbert, 9 yards and a touchdown. Courtney McKeon will come on for the extra point. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it's good. Seahawks lead it 14-0. 4:51 left to play here in the second quarter. We're live from Seattle, Washington, Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. The Chargers have already won this week in the AFC West. The Chargers are 9-3. The Raiders and the Chiefs are 7-4. Seattle is 6-5. A very, very tight AFC West as we go into the final weeks of the season. Dakota Cochran will kick off for Seattle. Fielded by Peterson, 2 yards deep, over the 20, 23, 24-yard line. The 7th-year back out of Illinois. First down, Raiders. Down 14-0. They have 4:48 to work with and all 3 timeouts. Let's see if the Raiders can finally get on the board before halftime. They've not played well so far here in the first half. Their defense has played okay occasionally, but the Raiders' offense has not done particularly well at all. They haven't done anything. Raiders come out. Edwards under center. Edwards to Chappell, and Chappell a yard out to the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 9. On the tackle, number 58, Randall McKenzie, in his 2nd year out of Florida. Clock continues to move. 4:25 and counting in the half. Raiders in the eye on 2nd and 9. Edwards to Chappell outside, and Chappell goes down at the 26. A gain of a yard again. On the tackle that time, number 56, Bryce Jones, the rookie linebacker out of Louisville. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. 4 minutes and counting. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards fakes the handoff inside. Rolls out, throws deep. Downfield, it's caught by Woods all the way down to the 29-yard line. Darren Woods A 47-yard gain on the play. Actually, my math was a bit off. 45 yards. There we go. Whenever they cross midfield, it makes it difficult. 45-yard gain on the play. Down to the Seahawks 29-yard line. So now the Raiders are threatening with a chance to make it a one-score game. 1st and 10 at the Seahawks 29. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards under center. Edwards to Chappell up the middle, and John Chappell down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 7. Make it a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. John Harris on the tackle for Seattle. So the Raiders move it down to the Seattle 22-yard line. These two teams will play again on the final week of the season in Oakland. 2nd and 2 from the 22-yard line. In the I formation. Edwards. Play action. Looking. Rolls out. He's going to take off. He's got the first down. Out to the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And a Raider first down. The 9th-year quarterback out of Army. Doing it with his legs. First down. Raiders. The Raiders. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. About 2.5 minutes left. Clock is running. Edwards in the shotgun. On 1st and 10 from the 16. Edwards back. Throws downfield to Squirick. Down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 12 yards. It'll be 1st and goal Raiders. Tom Squirick, the 3rd-year receiver out of Memphis. It'll be 1st and goal from the Seattle 4-yard line. And that, my friends, will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Seahawks up 14-0 here at Chapman Sports. Welcome back to Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. Week number 12 here at Jammin' Sports, the Seahawks and the Raiders. Seahawks are up 14-0. It'll be 1st and goal for the Raiders at the 4-yard line. The 7-4 Raiders, the 6-5 Seahawks. 1st and goal from the 4. Edwards under center. Edwards, 3-step drop, looks to the end zone, throws, incomplete, in and out of the hands of number 88. That's Jason Siegel, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd and goal. Actually, it wasn't Siegel. It was number 82. Darren Woods. I thought it was Siegel initially. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. 1:57 left in the half. Raiders come out. 4 receivers wide. Edwards under center. 3-step drop. Looks to the end zone. He's going to get sacked back at the 10-yard line. Brian Mabane, number 92, in his 11th year out of California, making the sack. A loss of 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and goal back at the 10-yard line. Raiders really want a touchdown. They don't want to settle. 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. In the shotgun with a back on either side. Edwards takes the snap. Edwards throws, and it's incomplete. Broken up by number 28, Nick McCoy. Intended for Francesca. It'll be 4th and goal from the 10-yard line. And the Raiders are going to have to settle for 3. Alan McCoy. This will be from 27 yards. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it's good. The Raiders are on the board. The Seahawks still lead it 14-3. A minute 21 left to play here in the first half. Live from Seahawks Stadium in Seattle. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. The Seahawks have plenty of time. A minute 21 and 3 timeouts. They might be able to score before halftime. Danny White will kick off for the Raiders with a minute 21 left in the half. There's the kick. Fielded by Harper at the 6-yard line over the 20, 25. And Jay Harper out to the 28-yard line. First down, Seattle. A minute 16 left in the half. Seahawks still with 3 timeouts. I've got Fast Stack, Sports Davis, and Giants fan all in the room here this evening. I'm well protected by 3 moderators and Misty. She's here too.
And the puppy.
And the puppies are here. First and 10 from the 28-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. West in the gun. West will drop back. West looking. He gets sacked. Back at the 22-yard line. A loss of 6 on the play by Russell Smith, the 12th-year defensive end out of Oregon. And that'll bring up 2nd and 16 following the sack. Seahawks up 14-3. We're approaching halftime. Under a minute to play now. Neither team taking a timeout. All the way down to 35 seconds. West in the I formation on 2nd and 16. He'll hand off to Gilbert around the outside. Terry Gilbert makes his way out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 8. Got half of it back. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. And it looks like Seattle is going to be content to let the clock run down. Neither the Seahawks or the Raiders are taking a timeout. Let's see if they get the play off in time. 3rd and 8 from the 30-yard line. They might. West in the gun. And they do. He hands off to Gilbert. And Gilbert goes down. We've hit halftime. Your halftime score, Seattle 14, Oakland 3, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington, Week 12, here at Jammin' Sports. We start the second half. The Seahawks lead the Raiders 14-3. Once again, the Chargers are 9-3, leading the division. The Raiders are 7-4, along with the Chiefs, and the Seahawks are 1 game back at 6-5. The AFC West, a very tight division. The Chiefs have yet to play this week. They're tied with the Raiders at 7-4. Kansas City plays at Cleveland for the Sunday night game. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Peterson at the 8-yard line over the 20, 25, 30. Peterson around the outside. One-man debate. He's finally tackled out of bounds by Jack Sikma out at the 38-yard line. Tyler Peterson brought the kickoff all the way back downfield to the Seattle 38-yard line. So the Raiders will start the third quarter in Seahawk territory, down 14-3. Well, a lot of people don't have the Series X. A lot of people don't have the PS5. They're just so hard to come by. And if you can find them, they're like $800-900 or more. I have no incentive to get a PS5 at the moment, to be honest with you. 1st and 10 from the 35 or 38-yard line. West under center. West to Chappell, and Chappell down to the 33-yard line, again of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Well, we're not in the club then. You know what? It's not a club I want to be a part of. It's a type of club where you have to get the new stuff because you have to impress people. Even though the new games are crap. 2nd and 5 from the 33-yard line. Edwards hands off to Chappell up the middle, and Chappell down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 7 yards and a Raider first down. It really does not bother me in the slightest that I'm not in the club. I could care less about the club. The club is made up of a lot of wannabe look-at-me's, is what I call them. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Raiders trying to make it a one-score game. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Chappell, and Chappell no gain. Coming up to make the play, number 90 for Seattle, Morgan McCoy, the third-year defensive end out of San Jose State. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Raiders at the Seahawk 26-yard line. Raiders come out. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Chappell, and Chappell down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. On the tackle, Fred Young, the linebacker in his 9th year out of Wake Forest. That'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Raiders at the Seahawk 22-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun on 3rd down. Edwards will drop back. Throws downfield to Chappell inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. A 16-yard gain on the reception to John Chappell. 1st and goal, Raiders at the Seattle 6-yard line. 5:43 and counting here in the third quarter. Seahawks up 14-3. .540 and counting. Raiders come out in the I formation. Edwards under center. Edwards will hand off to Jenkins outside. Touchdown, Raiders. Don Jenkins, the rookie running back out of Indiana. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game. 14-9. That's the rookie out of Indiana, the Hoosier. Don Jenkins on the carry for the touchdown. Alan McCoy will come on for the extra point. Nope, the Raiders are going to go for 2. They want to make it a 2-point or 3-point game. Edwards in the shotgun. 4 receivers wide. 2-point conversion try. Throws up high. Is he in? No. He only got 1 foot in. Coming down with it was Colton Harrison. He only got 1 foot in. The 2-point conversion's no good. It remains a 5-point game. A 1-score game. Seattle up 14-9. 5:28 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. Week number 12 here at Jammin' Sports. What's up there, Fast Deck? I got Davis, Giants fan, and Fast Deck in the house. That's the name we dare not say. We dare not say that name. We dare not say that name. Danny White will kick off for the Raiders. Fielded by Harper, 2 yards deep over the 15, 20, 25, out to the 25-yard line. So Seattle up by 5 with 5:24 left in the third quarter. Will take over at their own 25-yard line. Xboxes are loud. The PS4 is quieter. I know from experience. That is the name we dare not say, Davis. We dare not speak that name, or write it, or even read it, if we can help it. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Seahawks in the I formation. West to Gilbert up the middle, and Gilbert to the 27-yard line, a gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the tackle, number 94 for the Raiders. That's Ethan Washington in his 4th year out of San Jose State. 5 minutes left here in the third. 2nd and 8 from the 27. West to Gilbert. It's a fumble, and Dennis West managed to fall on it. That ball came squirting out of there. It, like a ricochet, ends up being a 3-yard loss. Cripps couldn't get to it. Dennis West fell on it. The Seahawks dodge a bullet. They dodge a big-time bullet. Yep, the PS4 sounds like a fighter jet is right. On stealth mode. 3rd and 13 for the Seahawks from their own 22-yard line. Big third down, up by 5. Raiders trying to get a stop. West in the gun. West back to throw. Throws down the middle. It's caught by Gaines out to the 36-yard line. And that's going to be enough for the first down. They needed 13. They got 14. A 14-yard gain by John Gaines, the 4th-year receiver out of Oklahoma State. First down, Seattle. My PS4 is very quiet. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. That's the name we dare not say, Davis. West under center, pitches to Gilbert around the outside, and Gilbert back inside all the way down to the 47-yard line. An 11-yard gain, first down Seahawks. And Terry Gilbert closing in on 100 yards, only needs 11 more. No, they're not. They'll always be alive here. They'll always be alive here. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Seahawks in the I formation. West under center. West will drop back. Looks downfield. Throws. Gets it out to Jones. Inside the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. Rupert Jones. A 28-yard catch. Down to the Raider 25-yard line. First down, Seahawks. So Seattle up by 5, trying to make it a 2-score game again. We dare not say that name. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. West in the gun. West throws inside to Gaines. He fumbles, and the Raiders come up with it. The Seahawks have a case of fumbleitis as Gaines coughs it up. He caught it down all the way down to the 13-yard line. Ended up being a 12-yard gain, but he fumbles it, coughs it up after the hit laid by James Kingston, the linebacker, number 52. And now the Raiders have it back. And now the Raiders with a chance to take the lead. They're down by 5, 14-9, with 2:54 left to play here in the rain in the third quarter. Live from Seattle, Week 12, here at Jammin' Sports. We've got the Bears and the Rams after this, by the way. The second game of our doubleheader. Bears and Rams after this. From Los Angeles. 1st and 10. Edwards under center. Edwards to Chappell up the middle, and Chappell 3 yards to the 16-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7. We'll have the Bears and the Rams after this. And then we will wrap up Week 12 tomorrow with a doubleheader. Our Sunday and Monday night game tomorrow night to wrap up the week. 2nd and 7 from the 16-yard line. Raiders come out in the I formation. Edwards under center. Edwards to Chappell, and Chappell plowing his way forward out to the 26-yard line. A gain of 10 yards and an Oakland first down. John Chappell, the 10th year back out of Arkansas. First down, Raiders. We're coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. In rain swept Seattle. Raiders trying to take the lead. 1st and 10 from their own 26. Edwards hands off to Chappell again, right up the gut. Chappell to the 32-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. NCAA 12 is awesome. I still love that game. In Madden 12, I used to play the fire out of both of them. I still have them. I still have my PS3. 2nd and 4 from the 32-yard line. Edwards, play action, looking, throws deep, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Knocking it down, Leonard Smith, number 46. In his 6th year out of Utah State, Jason Siegel, the tight end, was the intended receiver. I tell people all the time, if Twitch still supported the PS3, I'd be playing Madden 12 instead of this. I mean, I like 19, don't get me wrong. But 12 is so much better. 3rd and 4 from the 32-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Looks downfield, throws underneath the Francesca down to the 43-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Raiders. James Francesca, the 5th year receiver out of UNLV. Out of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Number 84, the wide receiver, James Francesca. We're coming up on a minute left here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Raiders from their own 43, down 14-9. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards hands off to Chappell up the middle, and Chappell across midfield all the way down to the Seattle 42-yard line. A 15-yard run carrying half the Seahawks with him by John Chappell down to the Seahawk 42-yard line. First down, Raiders. Raiders on the move, trying to get that go-ahead score. They're down by 5. 35 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the Seahawk 42. 4 receivers wide. Edwards to Peterson inside the 40. Peterson down to the 32-yard line. A gain of 9. You bring up 2nd and inches. Tyler Peterson, the 7th-year back out of Illinois. Looks like we're getting a pretty good crowd in here tonight. I appreciate that. We've got the Bears and the Rams after this. That'll be our second game of our doubleheader today. Bears and Rams following this. And that's the end of the third quarter. Seahawks up 14-9 here at Chapman Sports. Welcome back to Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. Week 12 here at Chapman Sports. The 7-4 Raiders currently tied with the Chiefs for second in the AFC West, and the third-place Seahawks at 6-5. All trailing the Chargers, who are 9-3 at the moment. We start the fourth quarter, 2nd and inches for the Raiders at the Seattle 32-yard line. Edwards under center. Edwards will hand off to Chappell up the middle, and Chappell down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4, that's enough for the first down. Chappell, he needs 12 more yards for 100 on the day. 1st and 10 from the Seahawk 28-yard line. Seattle up 14-9. Raiders down by 5. They can take the lead with a touchdown. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards back, setting up a screen pass to Chappell, and he gets hit behind the line for a 2-yard loss. Tony Pearson, the 2nd-year defensive back out of Syracuse, on the tackle. It'll be a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13. Fastak, that is the name we dare not say. That is sacrilegious. That is blasphemy to invoke that name. 2nd and 13 from the 30-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards back. Looks downfield. Throws underneath to Francesca. Turns upfield down to the 21-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. Tony Pearson again on the tackle for Seattle. A 10-yard gain by James Francesca. 6:45 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Seattle up 5. Raiders come out on 3rd down. In the I formation. Edwards to Jenkins, and Jenkins, I don't think he got there. He's very close. Where do they mark it? They give it to him. He got the first down. He got a good spot then. A 3-yard gain, first down Raiders. I thought he was just a little bit short, but they gave it to him. It's very, very close. If I'm Seattle, I might risk a challenge here to measure that. But they're not going to do that. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the Seahawk 18-yard line. 6:10 and counting. Edwards under center. Edwards to Peterson up the middle, inside the 10. Peterson inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line. Tyler Peterson, 16 yards. First down, it'll be 1st and goal Raiders at the 2-yard line. The former Lion, he spent 5 years with Detroit, now in his 2nd year with the Raiders, in his 7th year overall out of Illinois. Can the Raiders take the lead for the first time this game? They were down 14-0 at one point. 1st and goal from the 2. The Raiders come out in the offset I. Edwards under center. Edwards to Jenkins, and Jenkins, no gain. On the tackle, Fred Young, the linebacker, in his 9th year out of Wake Forest. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. 5:20 and counting. We're in the fourth quarter. Raiders come out. In the offset eye, Edwards under center. Edwards to Chappell. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown run by John Chappell. And the Raiders take the lead for the first time this afternoon. 15-14. They were down 14-0. They've clawed their way back, and they've taken the lead. And now the Raiders will go for 2 to make it a 3-point ball game. So they'll try another 2-point conversion. They failed on the last one. Raiders come out. Edwards under center for the 2-point try. Edwards hands off to Chappell. He gets hit in the backfield. No gain. It's a loss, actually. On the tackle, Bryce Jones, number 56. It remains a 1-point game. Raiders up 15-14 with 5:05 left here in the fourth quarter. The Seahawk defense was not fooled. It was right there. That play took a little bit too much time in developing. But the main point is that the Raiders lead now 15-14 with 5:05 left. Plenty of time for Seattle. All they need is a field goal. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. Don't forget we have the Bears and the Rams coming up after this. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Harper at the 7-yard line over the 25. Jay Harper brings it out to the 35-yard line. He's tackled by the kicker, Danny White. First down Seahawks from their own 35-yard line. Dennis West will come back out. The third-year quarterback out of Tennessee. Raiders up by 1. It's been a tight game throughout. Doesn't get much tighter than this. First and 10 from the 35-yard line. Dennis West in the shotgun. He's got Reed in motion. West fakes the handoff inside. Throws downfield. Wobbly pass, but it's caught by Gaines all the way down to the Raider 42-yard line. A 23-yard gain to John Gaines, the 4th-year receiver out of Oklahoma State. Seattle in Raider territory. First and 10. Marcus Robinson on the tackle, number 25 for Oakland. 4:40 and counting. We're in the fourth quarter. First and 10 from the Raider 42-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. West takes the snap. Steps up. He's going to take off. And Dennis West down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. Making the tackle, Russell Smith, the linebacker in his 8th year out of Alabama. It'll be 2nd and 3 for Seattle at the Raider 35-yard line. Seattle down by a single point. We're coming up on the 4-minute mark. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield for West. Takes the snap. Throws outside to Gaines, down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 7 and a Seahawk first down. That'll move the chains, and Seattle can eat up more time. We're live from Seattle, Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. First and 10, Seattle at the Raider 28-yard line. West in the gun. West back to throw. Throws, dumps it off to Jones. And Rupert Jones down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. Meanwhile, the clock keeps moving. 3:18 and counting. Well, Fastac knows his colors. We know that. Very good, Fastac. 4 receivers set wide on 2nd and 6. West in the gun. West back to throw. Throws outside to Gilbert. And Gilbert 3 yards down to the 21-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3. James Kingston on the tackle, number 52. The linebacker for the Raiders in his 6th year out of LSU. Seattle on the move here. They're in field goal range. They're down by 1. 2:45 and counting. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. Big 3rd down right here. 3rd and 3 from the 21. 5 receivers set wide. Empty backfield for West. West drops back. Throws inside to Gilbert. Down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 8. And a Seattle first down. Terry Gilbert, the running back, out of the backfield, makes the catch. Marcus Robinson makes the tackle again for the Raiders. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. I think we had an injury timeout. That's why the clock is stopped with 2:31 left. Don't forget, we got the Bears and the Rams after this. The second game of our doubleheader. Right after this one's over, about 5 to 10 minutes after this one's over, we'll head down to Los Angeles. 1st and 10 Seattle from the 13-yard line. In the offset eye. West to Gilbert. And Gilbert is going to have no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 on the tackle. Number 96, Robert Smith. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks. At the Raider 13-yard line. 2-minute warning coming up. Too early. 1st and 10 from the 13 in the I formation. West looks, throws underneath to Jones, and he can't hold on. And now there's the 2-minute warning. Raiders up 15-14 here at Chapman Sports. And welcome back to Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. Week 12 here at Chapman Sports. The Raiders up 15-14 over Seattle. We're at the 2-minute warning. It's 3rd and 10 Seahawks at the Raider 13-yard line. At the very least, Seattle should get a field goal out of this. On 3rd and 10, West under center. He'll hand off to Gilbert around the outside, and Gilbert goes down at the 12. Just a 1-yard gain. It'll be 4th and 9. Seattle's going to have to settle for 3, but the field goal will give them the lead. I'm surprised the Raiders didn't take a timeout there. Seattle can wind this down as far as they want. Courtney McKeon, this will be from 29 yards to give the Seahawks the lead. It's up, and it's good. Seahawks are back up by 2, 17-15, with 1:14 left. A 2-point Seahawk lead. The Raiders, they still have 1:14 left and 3 timeouts. So plenty of time for the Raiders to get into field goal range. Dakota Cochran will kick off. There's the kick by Cochran. Fielded by Robinson. He'll down at the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Oakland will have it at their own 25-yard line. 1:14 remaining. Here in the fourth quarter, Seattle up by 2. 17-15. The Raiders, all they have to do is get into field goal range. And the Raiders are about 45 yards away from field goal range. They have 3 timeouts. That's huge. Bears and Rams after this, don't forget. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards under center in the shotgun. Edwards back. Edwards throws to the near side to Chappell. He's out of bounds. He actually lost a yard. He would have been better off dropping that. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. The clock stops with 1:09 left. Raiders from their own 24-yard line. You got to throw it downfield. You have 3 timeouts, but you need to get yardage. You got to get in the field goal range. 4 receivers wide. Edwards in the gun on 2nd down. Edwards back. Edwards throws downfield. It's caught by Siegel. He rolls out of bounds, though he's inbounds, they say, at the 46-yard line. A gain of 22 yards. The Raiders in the hurry-up. Under a minute to play. Edwards back to throw. Edwards throws. Gets it out to Harrison. He's out of bounds at the 41-yard line of Seattle. So just like that, the Raiders have moved it down to the Seahawk 41-yard line. That was a 13-yard catch by Harrison. Colton Harrison, the 4th-year receiver out of Duke. And now the Raiders have it at Seattle 41-yard line. I'd appreciate that, Fast Deck. The Raiders, they need about 10 more yards. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back, throws to Siegel underneath. And Siegel down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards and a Raider first down at the Seattle 25-yard line. The Raiders, actually Seattle takes a timeout. They know that the Raiders are now in field goal range. They want to keep time on the clock so they have time to score again. Seattle took that timeout with 44 seconds left. This would be a 42-yard field goal from here. On 1st and 10 from the 25 in the I formation. Edwards to Chappell. And Chappell outside down to the 22-yard line. Seattle takes another timeout to conserve time. A gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. The problem is Seattle can use up their timeouts and then the Raiders can kick a field goal at their leisure. This would be a 39-yard field goal now from here. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Raiders at the Seattle 22-yard line with 39 seconds left. Seahawks up 17-15. We've got the Rams and the Bears from Los Angeles up next. 2nd and 6 from the 22. Edwards under center. Edwards to Chappell up the middle, and Chappell, he's got the first down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 10. Seattle takes their final timeout. Seattle's out of timeouts. The Raiders, what they can do now is get a little bit closer, wind the clock all the way down, take a timeout with about 2 seconds left, and kick the field goal and win it. And Seattle can't do anything about it. They're out of timeouts. This would be a 29-yard field goal from here. Raiders come out on 1st and 10. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards to Chappell up the middle inside the 10. And Chappell down to the 6. The Raiders take a timeout. I don't know why. It's a 23-yard attempt now. Why do you take a timeout there? Wind it down. Let it tick down to 2 seconds. And kick the field goal and win it. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Raiders at the 6-yard line, because all sorts of things can happen here. You can fumble, throw an interception, whatever. And if you did that, Seattle would win. Second and 4 from the 6. 31 seconds left. Edwards under center. Edwards to Chappell up the middle. And Chappell down to the 3-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. Now it's a 20-yard field goal. Fred Young on the tackle. The Raiders will probably wind it down and kick a game-winning field goal. Well, they call a timeout with 11 seconds left. They have 1 timeout left. I would have wound it down a little bit more and kicked the field goal, so time would run out on the field goal. Seahawks up 17-15. 11 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 3-yard line for the Raiders. Of course, if the Raiders punch it in, then it's academic. Here we go. 3rd and 1 from the 3-yard line. In the offset eye, Edwards under center. Takes the snap, hands off to Chappell. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run by John Chappell with 8 seconds left. And the Raiders take a 21-17 lead. Sorry. We'll have the Chicago Bears and the LA Rams right after this. Give me about 5-10 minutes to get that game up and running. That'll be the second half of our doubleheader today. This one almost over. And now this will be Alan McCoy for the extra point. Kick us up. And it's good. Raiders up by 5, 22-17. With 8 seconds left. It looks like unless the Seahawks return this kickoff for a touchdown, it looks like the Raiders are going to go to 8-4, and Seattle's going to drop to 6-6. The Raiders will stay a game behind the Chargers in the AFC West. However, there's still 8 seconds left. Danny White will kick off for the Raiders. I would pooch kick it myself. He's going to kick it away. Fielded by Harper at the 8-yard line over the 20, 25, 30. Harper out to the 33-yard line. Jay Harper. 4 seconds left. Well, if you're Seattle, you got to throw the old Hail Mary and hope for the best. If you're the Raiders, just knock it down. Seattle lining up for the Hail Mary with 4 seconds left. West drops back, looks downfield, throws into a crowd, bounces around, incomplete. That's ball game. Your final score, Oakland 22, Seattle 17. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. The Bears and the Rams are up next. We'll see you then.